What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. Today we're focusing on the Pittsburgh Penguins, bringing in Marcel Goc for a third and a fifth round pick from the Florida Panthers, and getting Stempniak from the Calgary Flames for a 2014 third round pick. I like both acquisitions. I think the Goc trade was to help facilitate a Kessler trade in that they'd have a third line center if they were going to move Sutter. As part of a Kessler trade, and apparently Kessler would then slide up and play on the first line with Crosby. Pittsburgh looks like they're obsessed with Kessler, so come draft day in Philly, they could pull the trigger on a big move and acquire the current Vancouver Canucks on a Team USA player. Goc is what he is. I think he's making $1.7 million this year. He's got 24 points. He won't kill you. I mean, now he's a depth forward. Where do you play him? See what happens with that. But I like that it was to set up for a bigger trade, but it still won't kill him to have a guy like Goc on the roster. Apparently, Florida's going to call up Vincent Trocheck to play the third line center from now on. Trocheck's one of the elite young players in hockey, former OHL leading scorer, having a good year with San Antonio, the AHL, former USA gold medalist of the World Juniors, or World Junior gold medalist for Team USA. And, a team like Florida can use all the draft picks they can, so they can draft players, whiff on kids, draft some good ones, and let them walk to free agency, but whatever. And Stempniak, I'm curious to see where he fits in with Pittsburgh. He's an effective NHL forward. His career high in goals, like 27, 28. He got really, really hot down the stretch. The year Toronto moved him to Phoenix. I think he had like 10 goals in 12 games or something. That's a solid run. To say the least, it's something along those lines. So maybe Pittsburgh is kind of going to give him a look with either Crosby or Malkin. Maybe they play him on the third line. But having a guy like him for a third round pick is a good hit, especially going down the stretch. He's only got 2 assists in 11 career playoff games, but again, you can do worse than Lee Stempniak. You can do worse than Marcel Goc. And I think Pittsburgh's gearing up for yet another run. I like the way Shero's always making moves, wheeling and dealing, and you got to respect that in GM. And he does. That Kessler trade will be revisited come June in Philadelphia. I'm not saying it's going to happen in Pittsburgh, but there's a good chance Kessler ends up in the state of Pennsylvania with either the Flyers or the Penguins come draft day, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's on this episode of the Power Play with CJ on the Pittsburgh Penguins acquiring Marcel Goc and Lee Stempniak. Stay tuned for episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.